All right, welcome OE Middle School 7th graders. We're going to practice today finding the least common denominator. That's kind of like finding the least common multiple, something you guys did earlier in elementary school. And this skill is going to be used when we have to add and subtract fractions, because we'll have to find common denominators, then adjust the top numbers accordingly from there. But for right now, we're going to practice finding the least common denominators. So for example, number 1 here, if I'm trying to find the least common denominator between 1/4 and 2/3. A 4 and a 3 are my denominators. So what I'll do is I'll list out the multiples of 4 and 3 until I find a match. So I'll look at my 4s. 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 3 is 12. And then go down to your 3s. 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 4 is 12. Right there's my match. I circle it. And I found the common denominator is going to be 12 between 4 and 3. Number 2, similar process. I have 3/8 and 1/6 I'm trying to find the common denominator for, so I list out my multiples of 8. 8 times 1 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16, 8 times 3 is 24. List out my 6s. 6 times 1 is 6, 6 times 2 is 12, 6 times 3 is 18, 6 times 3 is 24. I found my match at 24. So notice how you don't always just multiply the two denominators to find the match, because if you multiplied 8 and 6, you'd get 48, and our first match is actually at 24. So it's a good idea to know your math facts well. All right, number 3, you're trying to find the common denominator between 5/6 and 3/4. Well, I list out my multiples of 6. So I got 6, I got 12. List out my multiples of 4. I got 4, 8, 12. There we go. Match is at 12. Least common denominator would be 12. And one more for you here. This one's a little bit longer, because sometimes they do stretch out quite a ways. If I'm trying to find the common denominator between 5/7 and 2/9, I list out my multiples of 7, 7, 14, 21, etc., and 9, 9, 18, 27, etc., and I make it all the way out to 63. So the first common denominator between 7 and 9 will be 63. All right, now here's just a couple for you guys to go ahead and try. So I'm going to try to find the least common denominator between problem A and problem B. I have 1/9 and 1/4 in problem A. And for B, I have 4/5 and 7/8. So go ahead and pause your video for just a minute. Go ahead and try to solve your answers for those two, and then I'll show you the answers in just a minute. All right, moving on to our solutions here. For A, common denominator between 9 and 4 ends up being 36, as you can see listed out there. And the common denominator for 5 and 8 in part B is going to be 40. So thank you for watching, and hopefully this is something that you end up being pretty good with. Thank you.